Hello gamers, it's time to build my first deck, 26th Panzer, Tribute to the Liberation of Italy, preview. 26th Panzer has a lot of options, and I think I'll go balanced because of the sheer amount of good units. Possibly you could go Maverick as well, considering you get lots of medium tanks. But I want to try out balance and bring out all the good units. In the Reckon tab, I will go for definitely the Panzer III. We would lose 2 if we upvet them. So here I'll go for numbers. Look at that, APCR shells and AP shells, 100mm, really good stuff. Let's use them. Let's get something with HE capabilities, autocannon or anti-tank gun. The anti-tank gun has HE shells as well. And the 215-90, which is the more expensive one, has 45mm and then 20mm HE shells. The range is super limited. So I think I'd rather go for the longer range. A phase unvetted. I do want one unit of Reckon just to spot things. And I think we'll go with the Kubel MG to give us some extra eyes. Let's bring them in B phase. Or let's bring the Spätrupp. Aufklärungspanzer IV, obviously also a pretty good option. Let's bring that in B phase, 1 vetted. I mean, I would get 6 of these dudes, and their stealth is good. Their stealth is obviously exceptional, which is preferable. I need 1 set of guys that I can hide in the forest. I would get 3 of these. 4 of these if I don't upvet them. Let's do that, and let's bring him in the Kübel for some additional Reckon behind the lines. Obviously upvetting them would be good, considering, well, yeah, let's upvet them. It's only 1 less, and it should be enough, hopefully. Infantry, definitely the Ersatztruppen. Then we do have the Beretta Stoßtrupp and the Sturmpioneer. Same amount of men. Can come in the Opel Blitz or the KFZ 70. Opel Blitz being the faster option. 12, 6 or 12, and Sturmpioneer is 5 or 10. But we can bring these guys anyway. Let's see what we bring in the support tab, but we need some proper CQC. Single flamethrower, some smoke. They don't have smoke. Let's actually go for the Stoßtrupp in A phase. And then the Sturmpioneer in B phase. Or we actually have the normal Pioneer as well, with geballte Ladung. And to be honest, that's possibly preferable. Let's bring them single vetted in A phase. Let's still rely on the Sturmpioneer in B phase, maybe. Stoßtrupp in B phase might be an option. Yeah, let's not bring the Stoßtrupp for now. Then we need, I prefer the Panzergrenz with AT capabilities, in particular in A and B phase. We could consider bringing them in the SDKFZ, but obviously this costs. Let's bring these guys in the SDKFZ. Price is 10. I think it might be worth it. Pioneers need that. You come in with the SDKFZ as well. So that will beef them up quite a bit. Panzer Grenadiers, single vetted, Sturm Pioneers, single vetted. Double vetted, it would go down to 7, which is an option. Then this will be the C phase card for numbers. If I bring them in C phase, they have to come in the SDKFZ, but that's okay. And then we get the leader unit. In B phase, that would be 6. This would be 6 as well, and this would be not possible. They have a Panzerfaust and they have a smoke. I think I prefer the Panzerfaust. Price is even cheaper. And they come in something special as well. They will give us some additional... I think they should give us some additional HE capabilities. Quite costly, but they are upvetted. Oh no, we don't have enough. Look at that. This is frustrating. What about triple vetting them? Double vetting them? Then we can do it. Let's do it. And we could potentially bring one more card. And that might be the Panzergren in A phase potentially. In B phase we only have 22, that's not enough. So let's bring them in B phase. Single vetted. There we go. Only one card of Pioneers. Not sure if we should bring the Sturm Pioneers over the normal Pioneers, but we'll see. We have some decent units here, so that could work out. Not sure if I should upvet them. And potentially I could bring these in the SDKFZ for 10 extra points. It's a Panzer division after all. So let's do this. Get us some more firepower. All right. Tank. We're going to take the Stug M41 not. Definitely we'll go for a single vetted Panzer III. I mean, you could even rush with that. The medium tank is decent-ish, but it's not that great. I will go for numbers in B phase. We definitely need Panzer IVs in, let's say, B phase and C phase. And then I will also get a card of Panthers in C phase. Potentially more. Potentially more Panthers. A card of Panthers in B phase. But we still have a lot of Reckon that we bring here, so it might be enough, we will see. Support tab. MG34 is really good, I want that in A phase. Now then, command unit is going to be the Befehlspanzer. We definitely need... well, we will see. We could try out the Flammenpanzer because it's a new and unique unit. So I'm inclined to bring it unvetted. in B phase to support a push or a counter push. Now this assault gun, 1.5 kilometers range, not that great. Let's maybe not use it, but the availability on the other hand is awesome. Let's compare it with this assault gun. This is obviously more infantry support vehicle. 55mm penetration won't get us very far, to be honest. And this is 2 kilometers range. Let's go for it in B phase. And then potentially the flamethrowers in A phase on the bike. Which makes me think that we are going to bring these pioneers in B phase, single vetted, because we should have enough. Well, yeah, we should have enough infantry. Hopefully, and we wouldn't push in A phase with them. Support tab, anti-tank tab. I do want to try out, well, this new unit actually, but it's only one card in A phase. Penetration is fantastic though, and the price is really cheap. But you can get the Marder with APCR shells and still 145mm penetration here. Let's bring them in B phase single vetted. Let's actually bring this beefed up Panzervernichtungstrupp in the Opel Blitz in A phase. Let's bring a card of Panzerschrecks in B phase. Obviously we need a Pak 40. Let's say in B phase. And then let's hope that this is enough. We could bring them as well. Good penetration, 135mm, but this is 145 and 190 at a reduced range. An option would be to not bring the Marder and bring the another Pak 40 instead. For quick play, possibly a better option because you can sneak them through forests. But let's leave it like that for now. We will definitely take the truck here in B phase single vetted. We can bring it once more in C phase actually. Or bring one of them in A phase, or two of them unvetted. Let's do it like this. Let's bring them in A phase single vetted. They can't come in a flak truck. And we don't really have anything for killing power but this one. Should we bring it in B phase unvetted? Potentially. But this might be enough if we get some fighters. Here it's a bit tricky. I would prefer to go for the mortars in B phase, even though you kind of need mortars in A phase as well. We definitely take the Wurfrahmen in B phase. No, we play balanced. Let's take them in C phase. It's a bit risky. Let's take the counter battery guns in B phase with... Oh, they can't come with ammunition. Let's bring them with the SDKFZ so we can move it around potentially. So we definitely should get you. Let's actually get you in C phase for the Wurfrahmen mainly. Would we need 4 Wurfrahmen? It's kind of unlikely. But it's a balanced deck, so maybe. And we actually need some mortars in A phase. We can't really... I mean, it's always preferable to go for these mortars with radio and maneuverability. But because with transport is, I think the Kübel is faster, yeah. But off-road speed is better with the Kettengrad. Let's go for the Kettengrad. I will go for this, it's more cost efficient, I think, and we get 4 instead of 2. Oh no, we would get 4 of these, actually. Yeah, let's get 4 of the mobile ones, even though it can shoot against infantry. Here we would only get 2 with a machine gun. Let's get this one, it's pretty cool. And now 3 points left only is not enough for the air type, I'd say. Good agility, good Draken stuff, but yeah, availability is a bit limited. We definitely need some fighters early on as well. We have 2 fighter bomber options, and I will go for the better one, which is this one. Availability would be 2, and here it would be 3. But 4 bombs instead of 2, I think, is better. 5 bombs actually instead of 1. The Junkers for close air support may be viable, but it's also really squishy, and only 3 bombs, and you know they do this turning stuff, the dive bomb, and that's not super good right now with the strong AA. The Sagittario fighter is actually quite good looking, but I think that the heavy fighter is possibly better. But heavy fighter also means it takes longer. So let's go for availability actually in B phase. So that would be 4, that would be 8, single vetted 6. Let's do it. And then we definitely take 1 bomber. And it's going to be the one with the super heavy bomb. In B phase we could get okay, availability here is 4 and here it is 2. So let's actually go for 4. And now let's take a look. A phase is a little bit lackluster, but we can fill the ranks with them. I might actually get rid of the Stuck M42 and get a card of Panthers in B phase. Possibly even the Panther Führer, because you know, same price. But the leader unit, let's do that. Is the Stuck M43 worth it? I mean, the Flame Panzer is now for the, for fun. 2k range is obviously good, but it costs me quite some slots. And we've got the Flammenpanzer already. I think we will move you to B phase. And with the Wurfrahmen, the problem is a bit like the distance. The range is only 2.2 kilometers. So we would have 3 points left that we could spend not nicely. Because the plane would be 2 points and then we would have 1 point left. But I think this might be sufficient, to be honest. Air is not that strong right now. We could potentially rather bring some more AA. Or we could bring another Panzer, or we could actually bring more infantry. Possibly a card of Pioneers in A phase. And then we'd have 101 units, 30 tanks. Flammenpanzer meme. Panzervernichtungstrupp could potentially be skipped, but I feel it could be nice in a city. The Marder, what about if we drop the Marder? It's 2 points. And get a plane? Nah. We could get another cut of Wurfrahmen, but the problem is a little bit the ammunition. Well, let's bring the Armada because they can punch. So here we go. This one would be interesting as well. Maybe for the video I will bring this card. Bit of a meme, and the range is good. So if you play it correctly and micro it, it should work. We will see. So in A phase we've got Aufklärer and lots of Recon vehicles. This looks okay as well. Panzer 3L, that should be sufficient because we also have the Stück M43 against heavier tanks and the Famo 88mm. Flammenpanzer, Flammenwerfer, Commander, 1 MG43. I think that looks decent for the A phase. Then we have one more Aufklärungspanzer here. And quite a bit of infantry. That should be enough. It also, some of them come in half tracks. Costs speed, but it will help. Not many panzers in B phase. But I mean, we don't have that many points, 1,300 points. And this is already like 1,000 points. And then we have B phase, C phase, where we can bring lots of more tanks. And then we've got Flammenpanzer as a meme, ammunition, Panzerschreck, Pax, more Famo, counter battery, and the remaining planes. And in C phase, Panzer guns for the masses, Panzer Force, Panther, and our Wurfrahmen. But considering that the Wurfrahmen comes in this phase, I think can be justified to bring this in C phase as well. We won't use that much counter battery, I think. Okay, this is the deck. I'm going to try it out. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.